In our everyday life, if we want to repeat a task, we do it again and again. But there is an advantage that we have with the programming languages, and that advantage is called as loops. That if you want to repeat a task again and again with a programming language, you can use a loops, and we will be discussing about it in our today's session. So hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to WsCube Tech. My name is Ayushi Jain. And in this video, we will be discussing about different kinds of loops that are there in Python. We will be focusing on the concepts of loops, that how we can apply them, how we can use them in different situations. Before that, if you want to become a successful data analyst and if you want to learn from our experts live, then you can call on the given number or you can fill the form that is provided in our description. Not just that, with our every batch, you will be getting 2 demo classes for free. So now let's get started with the loops.
And we will be talking about loops. In our previous session, we covered conditional statements. We covered types of conditional statements. We also solved the questions related to conditional statements. I hope you have no doubts and no questions from the session that we have covered so far. In our today's session, we will be talking about loops. Now, what is loop? You might have heard the term before, loop. Loop means something round, something which is round and repeating. So here also in Python, loop means to repeat something. Loop means to repeat something in the exact same way. For example, let's say if you want to write something, and I'll give you a real life example. Let's first go for the real life example. Let's say you want to exercise, right? And a person tells you that you have to do some push-ups 10 times. Okay, so what you will be doing, you will be doing the exact same step, you will be repeating the exact same step, exact same method 10 times, right? Same thing is over here. Loop means to repeat something in the exact same way. Now in Python, there are different kinds of loops. Why different kinds are required here? Because we don't know how many times we have to repeat it. We don't know how much gap we have to give in between while we are repeating it. We don't know how long we have to repeat it. We don't know if we have to repeat it one time or we have to repeat multiple kinds of things multiple times. So that's why we have different kinds of loops over here. So we have a for loop, we have a while loop, we have a while true loop, we have a nested loop. Nested loop is a similar term. Like nested is a similar term. We it is quite pretty much similar to if conditional statement, but those were conditional statements and here it is loop. So yes, we will be discussing about the different kinds of loops in the upcoming session, starting with the for loop in our next session. So I hope first of all loops are clear to you. Basically, loops are used when we want to repeat something. We don't have to write a single code multiple times. We can simply use loops and repeat something multiple times. Stay connected and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.